versus more unreliability from the side of RNG, very much needing to land either a hook or a bubble to get a good team fight.
I'm looking at this SKT comp and I'm thinking that they're primarily going to be looking for skirmishes and picks on a side lane, which typically goes against what we often see from SKT, which is a lot of team fighting and focus around objectives. So I'm curious as to how they approach this game. I imagine we're going to see a bit of a slow start with focus up towards the top side.
Ultimate there on the Gragas as well, meaning if they were to try to force something in the bottom lane, they wouldn't have that tool available to use. Karsa also hanging out down here, just waiting to see if SKT are going to try to make some kind of a move. Twisted Fate ulti coming out now. RNG trying to get themselves away. They could be in some trouble, but now it's going to be Faker. He's first blooded, and a hook has found a second. Clint's going to be going down here, but it looks like the TP into the back from Khan may be the saving grace. Longshing has extended himself far into the SKT lines, and he too will now retreat. Paddlestar nearly finding the kill onto Teddy. Khan getting himself away. Uzi goes into the Featherstorm, keeping himself alive. Not at the end of the day. It's a 1-for-1. Xiaohu going to be grabbing the kill onto Effort. And
this isn't done yet.
Is not yet over. Explosive cast comes down. Khan's kept alive. Finally falling to Xiaohu, but yet another 1-for-1.
Goes in there, but that sets the wheels in motion for a chaotic fight.
Beautifully played initially by SKT because they know they have the numbers advantage. What they're not expecting is Karsa to just be lying in wait. RNG like to protect and play around their bot lane. The Langjing teleport was immediate. At this point, you're thinking, okay, pretty good start to the fight for RNG, but then things start to turn.
And the surprising thing to me, Vedius, was that the TF ultimate reveals everyone, so he knew that Karsa was there. And then as this continues, watch Uzi, knows he's going to take a turret shot, and the hook finds him at the very end of the
And then you think
ultimate.
that the fight is over, Jet. You think that this is where things are done, but then a beautiful casket from Clid. At this point, again, you're thinking, okay, the team fight is over, but it's calm.
Punish Faker with his gold advantage.
Bottom side, Mingo to get another hook. And that one's going to be a gray screen for Effort. Good aim from Ming.
Will they say, okay, you take bot, we'll take mid. And then as the Lee Sin matches, they go in bot.
Beautiful pickoff.
And there we go. Shut down onto Uzi as the plays are going to continue. Ming now in some trouble. They can't find even a single kill. And they lose to SKT make the play.
Back windows that SKT showed against yesterday versus Fnatic, that they're able to find these plays. As you say, Xiaohu's going back to base. Karsa is in the mid lane. This allows Twisted Fate to be able to teleport to the bot lane with his ultimate. Ming and Uzi was extended, and that was all that SKT needed. The lead in the gold right now because of the Twisted Fate passive and Kleptomancy, but this game is still very even.
Second Infernal is so big here.
Xiaohu's going to get himself grabbed. Clin's going to be keeping him safe, but Effort is immediately deleted yet again. Ming has got his number this game. For them to walk out with a win here as Karsa's on to that second Infernal.
Second Infernal is so important for RNG as well. You can see that their comp does scale quite well with the Zai. Oh, Xiaohu!
Got him!
Who nearly got Faker, who flashes over the wall.
I think he's got him. Oh,
he's got him now. The stopwatch.
Oh!
He walks away from the trouble bubble, and Faker is kept alive, and Xiaohu is baited into a death mid lane. In terms of farm, let's take another look at the mid lane play.
So great play by Xiaohu there to get the ignite onto Faker. He flashes over the wall. You'd think that Xiaohu's Q would have been off cooldown, but he just throws the bubble. Just short.
Just a little too short, yeah. And now he's
dead.
Up a creek with that.
Has got to be loving it. A team that loves to control bot side for the first 20 minutes. If they can get triple Infernal off of that, they're golden.
And notice how both teams are trading sides of the map right now. In the bot half, you've got all this vision being invested in favor of RNG. Meanwhile, on the top side, it's all going in favor of SKT. And while we did see that last replay, ooh, it looks like we're getting a fight.
Ming's going in underneath the turret. He'll be soaking the aggro. Faker
Faker's got no stopwatch anymore, and that's another kill for RNG.
RNG is doing proactive plays on their side of the map, whereas SKT, it doesn't quite look like they are. If they get this play, though, it's big.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
There we go.
Sure. It took the words right out of my mouth. You know what SKT needs to do? Something that's not bot lane.
Path up towards top and use that, and we'll get a look back at this pick onto Uzi. Was not expecting that engage from Clid. Ends up immediately getting bought.
Chase into the river after SKT.
Now, the big point of contention is this Infernal, but SKT have control over the bot side. RNG don't care. They forced through mid to gain priority, and now they're the ones starting it off. Twisted Fate is on his way. Will have the ultimate. Pops it. Here we go.
For the steal.
Faulty is out. He's
stolen.
stolen by SKT, but now where is the fight going to go? Efforts there on the front line. Karsa able to find the kick onto Khan, into the rest of RNG. Faker's going to be in there on the backside as well. Uzi finding the damage in onto Khan. RNG still going to be kept alive, but the health bars are critically low. Faker's after Uzi, but he won't be able to find him just yet. Faker's stumbling away, but he's the only man left standing. Karsa and Longxing are after him. Sonic Wave will not find the mark, but the pursuit continues. Karsa is stopped in his tracks, but Longxing continues the chase. The claw will not find the mark, and Faker hands him a card and walks away.
The third Infernal, but what a close fight. Remember that with SKT's comp, it is a lot harder to commit to these team fights because Teddy is not online as a champion just yet. They're very split. Notice Teddy on the backline, not dealing any damage right now, trying to land a couple of pokes with his Q, but Uzi's just tearing through the front line.
And then Faker looks to try and clean up this fight, but Uzi going untargetable buys just enough time for them to dump a bunch of damage onto Faker. Gonna watch Faker once again with this great finish and escape.
But also notice how Faker flashed to avoid the bubble from Xiaohu, which then landed onto his AD carry, shutting him out of the fight. So Faker ends up being the only one to survive, sidestepping everything. The cool, calm demeanor of Faker allows him to walk away nonchalantly. No problems here.
Honestly, like, the rest of this, he's really just running away at max speed, but something about Faker makes us be like, wow! Run in the straight line. But he did so many dodges before.
How many kills did
That's 33%.
So which stat will be greater on the day? RNG.
Well,
trying
SKT
to
wants to
answer
fight this.
Here we go.
RNG making a play, but that's a nice cast. Uzi's going to be in some trouble. He's the first one dead. Clid's trying to get himself away. Longxing is in the middle of everybody in this fight. He's going to be taken very low. Khan barely going to be kept alive, getting himself out now as well. And SKT have got the fight.
Play. Beautiful cast. Set up the fight fantastically for SKT. The Baron has been started. Karsa trying to steal it. He's not going to be able to.
Today, Teddy jumping in there. A couple quick shots. Wham, bam, he's out of there. And Baron goes to SKT.
Great escapes of Faker, and then this cask breaks the game wide open, knocking both carries directly into SKT's turret, ending the fight before it began.
And it arrived just as the Twisted Fate did as well. Beautifully played from the side of SKT, and
pushing into each of these lanes.
Oh, look out.
Effort's in some trouble yet again, though. Remember I said Ming had his number earlier? Well, punch that ticket yet again. RNG got themselves a pick.
This has been a very rough game for effort outside of one great hook in the bottom lane. Here comes SKT, though.
SKT making the moves, making the plays, and Faker is on a killing spree. RNG looking to take him down, though, and that's Karsa getting the shutdown. Longxing going in on Clid. He's put him into the death realm. The stasis will buy a moment's time, but what else are you gonna do? Clid's drowsy, and he's taking a long nap now. Khan's trying to make some sort of a move happen, but he's turned into a pair of alligator boots. Shut down over to Uzi, and RNG strike back.
The Infinity Edge. Watching this again, we mentioned how it's been a rough game for effort. He's going for deep vision, and that's exactly where Ming pounces. Doesn't even try to get the hook, just flash punch right in the middle of the face. And then SKT's confidence actually tells him that they can continue this, and that's ultimately where it goes wrong.
And I feel that this play that Faker just made is what we wanted to see from SKT a little bit earlier on, utilizing the TF ultimate to create pressure one side and then threaten a tower elsewhere. But because he came in late to look for a pick, he ends up just putting himself in a situation where he loses his life. So all that gold on the side of SKT disappears, allowing them to have a numbers advantage, chase down the rest of SKT, and convert a number of towers back into their favor. this point in the game, in a full-on 5v5, RNG should be stronger, so SKT need to look for picks like this.
SKT are trying to make the move onto Longxing, but however, the Death Realm seems to have been summoned. Will it be able to survive? No, he will not. Khan's grabbing the kill. Karsa goes in now.
here.
Xiaohu's also there. Clinn's coming out, keeping the mid laner alive. Cass goes through. Xiaohu not going to be knocked at the right angle. Uzi having to pop the QSS as well. SKT have found one, but what will they do from here?
At side lane, especially when his teleport is still down, and then SKT can easily just teleport back to the Baron pit after they spent
Look at the flank.
Now they're just going to fight 5v5.
Khan wants to come in from the side. Faker's looking to make some kind of a move here off the side. Xiaohu's in some trouble. Clint's going to blow him up. Effort now going to be run down here in the mid lane, but Khan's able to come in from the side. Uzi going on a rampage. Faker's going to be taken down now. Double kill over to Uzi, and SKT fall apart. Uzi's got exactly what they've been giving him. He's got the money, he's got the damage, he's got the triple kill.
These team fights on top of RNG, which isn't very typical of them, but we have to shout out RNG for this execution. So Xiaohu without cleanse, SKT burn everything on him, but then watch Uzi in the rest of this fight. Completely prepared to just wreck Faker, as his synergy with Karsa is so strong. Faker can do nothing post-Zhonya's. Then once they've taken out Faker and Clid, they can just run down the rest of the fight.
I mean, we talked about it earlier. They can just... set on Longxing. Longxing.
They can kill him. Longxing.
Yeah, he's going to die.
Khan and Faker together. They got him last time. Can they do it here again? Longxing buying himself some time, taking Khan into the Death Realm, but he is shut down. The rest of RNG now recognizing two members of
for something like a Baron. The Ezreal and the Gragas will just stall, while the Twisted Fate will just backdoor. So for RNG, you're being forced into a very difficult situation where you either try and deal with the side lanes, or you lose a Baron.
So now they flipped it, actually. Yeah. RNG sends everyone into teleports.
Exactly. This is it.
Khan's keeping himself alive very well in this 1v1 right now, looking to turn things back around onto Xiaohu. Nearly grabbing the kill, will be kept alive. Guardian Angel, while SKT is able to find themselves into the pit. RNG, they get the kill on the top laner, but Baron goes to SKT.
5 in 25 seconds, and Faker has a ward that they can use to backdoor.
Except Vedius, look at the position of that bottom wave and the fact that RNG has 5 people. If they find a fight here, they can win the game.
Uzi's off to the side.
SKT's not splitting.
Starting up the Elder Drake.
He's going for the steal. He's going for the steal.
He can just get ulted by Longxing in 2 seconds. Oh, he's going to try to steal it.
It's so low, it's going to be secured by Karsa, but into the pick go 2 members of SKT. Clid's in stasis, Ming nearly burned down. It's a 1-for-1, and Khan's back alive.
Flash kick and wards.
Look at the wave play coming out from Teddy. Yeah, they have to disengage. This is likely going to be the tower for SKT.
RNG knows this is just not hard forceable.
And they have no teleports, Flowers. So Faker can just do this for free. Yeah. The recalls take so long. He even gets to see the recalls. SKT, if they had more poke, they'd actually be able to stop Mord from going back. That's the inhib, and he's out of there.
Another TP is
they're going for more.
Oh, they're all going. It's a triple teleport up into the top side for SKT.
They want to win.
Uzi's going legendary. He's able to find the kill onto the Gragas. SKT are now on the Nexus turret.
Well, they get
SKT, they play the map right, and they find the Nexus.
The split push ended up paying off for SKT.